Yeah, he's going to check in with us here in a minute. But let's get into it. What's up, everybody? Yep, that's right. We're doing it. International. Todd is... now you got to see me screw up. Damn it. Okay. That was for the secret intro thing that we usually do over here. So now let's do it. Okay? All right. Here we go. This is how the show actually starts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the world's greatest action sports podcast. I am Chris Coté, and I am Robot Todd Richards. Yep, that's Robot Todd Richards sitting right next to me. Robot Todd Richards will have a snow report for us. Boots on the ground in Italy for the 2026 Winter Olympics. That means that I'm going to go ahead and do this by myself this week. But you know what? The show must go on, as they say. How do you do this? I got a new computer, so we're working on a lot of different levels of levels of chaos. Why not? It's the Monday M.A.S.S. Sometimes it's the world's greatest action sports podcast. Other times it's like this. But here we go. We're looking at what? February something? February 3rd, the day after Groundhog's Day. Also, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. On this episode, we're going to check in with Todd. We're just going to give you a quick rundown of what's happening in the world of action sports, kind of like a check-in. So maybe not a full episode, but full enough. This episode's half full, not half empty. So let's get right into it. Of course, we're presented by Odie's Pizza at Odie's Pizza. If you are in the Oceanside area, highly recommend going to Odie's Pizza down by the pier. This is sourdough pie at its finest. And I'll tell you, get there early. If you're going for lunch, if you're going for dinner, get there early because they sell out. They only do the freshest stuff. And so once the dough's gone for the day, they're done. So get there early. Odie's Pizza, they rip. Mammoth Mountain at Mammoth Mountain. I've been seeing grim reports here in the United States of America in the snow world. I saw a video of Park City this morning that looked rough. But there is a bright side, and that bright side is Mammoth Mountain. I'm going to give you the full Mammoth Mountain snow report in snow news. We've got Sunbum at Sunbum. It's basically summer outside here in Southern California. I got that Sunbum on yesterday for my 1 hour and 15-minute surf session, which is a long time for me. So, I'm not sunburned. I feel great. Thank you, Sunbum. I also got my skin checked a week ago. Clear as a bell. And I want to thank Sunbum for keeping me safe and all the other people out there that use this product. No, Sunbum rules at Sunbum. One Wheel at One Wheel. Carve the earth, carve the world. Due to lack of snow, you might have to pick up a One Wheel and do your own thing. That's right, One Wheel at One Wheel. VEIA Supplies. So VEIA Supplies, I'm actually going to go snowboarding on Valentine's Day, which I believe is the 14th. And I'm just going with my lady and her kids, and we're gonna keep it just right up the local hill, just probably for a half day. But I'm very excited to try out my new VEIA gloves. So these gloves look rad, and I have been seeing Ivan Florence in Japan testing all the VEIA gear, and it looks like it's working like a dream. So thank you to VEIA Supplies. New Greens at New Greens. How is Todd gonna stay alive and well on a 3-week Olympic talking bender? New Greens. That's right, at New Greens. Check them out. We've also got Hansen Surfboards at Hansen Surf. The best in the business. Go in there. Staff is knowledgeable. They got everything you need. That's right. Hansen Surfboards at Hansen Surf on the gram. Check them out online as well. Bachan's Japanese barbecue sauce at Try Bachan's. You know it. Look it. That's why we always got it on hand. You always got to have Bachan's with you just in case you need, to make your food better. It's the world's best Japanese barbecue sauce at Bachan's. Pannikin Coffee And Tea at Pannikin Coffee And Tea. The new lounge is open downstairs here at the Leucadia location. And if you're, like I said, if you're in the area, you got to go to Pannikin. It's kind of like a must-see thing to do here in Encinitas. You'll probably run into someone from the Bones Brigade, Tony Hawk. Grant Britton. Who knows? Me. Todd Richards. But Pannikin Coffee and Tea is always there for you. They've been waking up San Diego since 1960, whatever, forever. Yeah. Bubs Naturals, at Bubs Naturals. That's my perfect pairing. Pannikin Coffee and Tea, Bubs Naturals. I put it in my coffee this morning. I put it in my coffee every morning. And I've just had some people asking about codes for Bubs. So I think we do have a sneaky code. If we don't, just trust us. Just get it. It's worth the price. Trust me. DiecutStickers.com, at DiecutStickers, DOTCOM. The best stickers in the business. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Here we go. I want to thank all of our listeners out there who have received sticker packs for putting stickers up all over the world. I mean, these stickers are getting around. Our homie, I don't know if I should name him. I don't want him to get in trouble. Let's just say there's a Monday M.A.S.S sticker on the coolest sign in all of Whistler, the 69 sign at the top of the hill. Thanks to, let's just call him JV. JV posting up stickers in Whistler. What else we got? Mint Tours, at Mint Tours. You know, everyone keeps asking me, hey, what's that spot you're at in Japan? Where'd you get that 1 pounder day in Japan? How do you drive around in Japan? Guess what? Go on to Mint Tours. I can't tell you nothing. They have all the secret spots. They've got the honey holes. You don't have to worry about driving, which is left side drive on the other side of the road. Something like that. It's exact opposite of what we do here. And it's icy. It's snowy. You don't want to screw around driving around in the Hokkaido area of Japan. Trust me when I say this. And you don't want to just be following the herd. You know, the best part about snowboarding in Japan, besides the leisure powder, is the fact that if you go with Mint Tours, you're not waiting in lift lines. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Vesyl Shipping at Vesyl app. Hung out with the Vesyl crew at Record Breakers last weekend. So I'll update you on in a minute. Before that, Camp Shred is coming to San Elijo Campgrounds in Cardiff. This is the world's largest surfboard demo. March 7th and 8th. It's in Cardiff by the Sea. Thousands of surfboards, wetsuits. I mean, everything that you could ever want to potentially purchase, you can try first in the surf world. We've got amazing bands. I'll give you a hint. Poncho and the Wizards, headlining on Saturday. Corduroy's going to be there, no obligations. We've got Jess Roberts' band. We got Band of Gringos, Koyo. I'll be DJing Sunday morning donuts set. Yeah, come by and get some donuts with me. That's going to be super fun. So Camp Shred, put it on your calendar, March 7th, March 8th. And I will say that I had an amazing weekend. I went to an event in Mesa, Arizona at Revel Surf, and it was called Record Breakers. And it lived up to its name and more, because Record Breakers was freaking sick. So basically what it was a full day of record-breaking attempts. Colby Raha, the headliner, was going to attempt to do basically like a mega ramp launch, land, and then fly close to 100 feet. Okay, so anything above, I think anything off the floor above 654 or something. No, let me get my facts straight here. So the previous record was, I want to say 74 off the floor, something like that. Well, I'll tell you at the end of this, because before we did that, you had Grayson Fletcher there, who did the sketchiest never been done rail. It was like a bridge going over the wave pool. So he was on the rail, and if he would have fallen one way, I mean, done. This is low-key one of the gnarliest stunts. Did the rail, landed all the way down like a Euro onto a board, and it was crazy. It was a hell of a way to start the day. Then we had a bunch of BMXers that were attacking the massive motocross setup. So the moto setup, or the moto stunt setup, I should say, was a 30-foot quarter pipe, an 18-foot quarter pipe, and a massive lander. And this was not designed for BMX. These dudes sent it. Dennis Anderson, Wade Tomlinson, Andrew Topa, the Pereira Bros. These guys risked it all. Where'd Robot Todd go? Are you still here with me, Todd? You're still interested? Okay, good. Robot Todd's still here. Yeah, these guys, the BMXers, are so gnarly. Wade was Wade did a huge flare. Topa did some crazy tricks. All these guys slammed. This was not a BMX friendly setup. So these fools went for it and just got nuts. And they got broke off, but they were laughing about it. BMXers, I think, are among the toughest athletes in the action sports world. Like literally this dude, Wade Tomlinson, double swellbo, fully exploded, bleeding, huge shiner on his face after landing on his face, and he's laughing about it. And he wants to go again. Andrew Topa flew from about 30 feet in the air and just clipped the lander, basically slid down the edge, straight to the dirt. We thought he was gone. Walked it off, smiling. BMXers are gnarly. Then it was into the trophy trucks. We had two record-breaking trophy truck jumps. A guy named All-American Sender sent a Ford F-350 over 200 feet. So this was the first of its kind. So creating a new record. That's All-American Sender in his Ford F-350. Blake Wilkie in his trophy truck bug thing went 214 feet. It was just like seeing this stuff up close and in person was insane. And the webcast itself, which I hosted with Christine and Jared Yonda, was just so fun. I mean, totally like out of my wheelhouse, but not out of my wheelhouse. Because it's just about excitement. It's about curiosity. I was kind of the bridge between the experts and the people watching from wherever who don't know anything about jumping on motorized equipment. So had a hell of a time. Yeah, thanks to Action Sports Productions, Jay, Eric Sorensen for the call up for that one. And then before we get to Colby Raha, let's talk about the crew that was there. This was like a meeting of the action sports icons. Bruce Irons, you had all the Fletchers basically, Christian, Nathan, Grayson, Laser, Jetson. Danny Way was there. Zeke showed up. I mean, it's just like everywhere you looked, there was just a rad person. We had epic skate sessions. Andy Roy was there. My son's new uncle, Andy Roy, 6 years sober. He runs a sober living facility in Redlands, I want to say. Super rad. I mean, positive, stoked, ripping skating. It was just cool. And then like right next door to Revel Surf Park, which has it all, is a place called KTR, which is just like the ultimate indoor playground. Skate park, parkour setup, trampolines, everything. So it was just that whole element was super rad, just to see everybody, hang out. It was rad. Tons of old friends, new friends, just very cool. And then Colby Raha went into it. So basically what Colby Raha had to do was weave his way from the street, like with cars going by, so jam through traffic, in through the parking lot of a little mini mall, a strip mall, so like over curbs and stuff, and then burn through a gravel parking lot at 80 miles an hour, jump 275 feet over the wave pool. Wah! This is where the mini mega ramp thing comes in. Over the wave pool, lands, has to downshift and brake all at the same time to about 50, 55, and then he went literally over the moon, because the moon was in the background. 90 feet from the floor. Smashed his own record. So your new world record holder for highest air or highest jump off a quarter pipe, Colby Raha. And in true Evel Knievel fashion, since, boom, Evel Knievel, his family and crew has basically passed the torch, literally, by giving Colby Raha the classic, iconic Evel Knievel jacket. Colby Raha's next stunt is going to potentially be the longest jump ever done on a motorcycle. And guess what? We believe in Colby Raha. Super rad guy, and just stoked for him. Super, just all around spectacle of stunts. Right, Todd? Right. Anyway, before we get to surf news, let's go to show and tell. Guess who's back? Back again. That's right. Flame Boy and Wet Willie are back. I just got this cool package from the homies at World Industries. RP, thank you so much. I mean, this is just straight up iconic skateboarding right here. World Industries, Flamboy and Willie. Super rad graphics. You got the foil in there. This is just their announcing that they're back. And this is a proper board, you know, like I think World Industries kind of had like a moment where they went kind of into the malls or whatever, which is fine. But now they're back with just proper graphics, proper skateboard. So you can get this at skate shops. You can get this, I'm sure, online. You can get it all over. But I was just really stoked. I think if you grew up in the era that I grew up in and beyond, even my kids, they know who these guys are. So welcome back, Flamboy and Willie and World Industries. And also, there are not a lot of things more annoying and more of a reason not to surf than a wet wetsuit. All right, well, I met some friends yesterday that are trying to solve this problem right here with the wetsuit dryer. That's right, a wetsuit dryer. This thing is pretty rad. I've actually got my, oh no, I didn't, let me see if I can open it. This is actually a gift for Todd. Todd hates wet wetsuits too. So let me tell you about this thing. These guys showed up at my house and basically gave me a little demonstration. And so here it is. This is your wetsuit dryer. Cool box too. So here's what it is. Basically you got these two things right here. These are little fans, right? So we got a fan in there, fan in there. And what these are is you put if you hang your wetsuit up on your fence or on a wetsuit hanger, you put one of these in the leg of your wetsuit, one of them in the arm of your wetsuit, like this. Look, I'm putting this in my arm. If you're just listening to audio version, these are these kind of cool looking, they look like little mini jet engines. Blue, heavy duty plastic, and they've got little fans on the inside. They literally look like jets, you know? They're cool looking. So basically what this does is, and these guys invented it because the homie's wife was like, you need to get these wetsuits out of the garage. They smell because they're always wet. They're damp. So the guys invented this. You put, this USB cord right here, link these two, daisy chain them, plug them in, or use a battery, and the fan turns on, and it circulates air through your wetsuit. So it dries it much faster, and the term much drier might not make sense to you, but if you surf and you have a fresh wetsuit that's been drying for a while, you know that feeling, and it's great. It's easier to get on. It's more flexible, and it's just a good feeling. It actually motivates you to want to surf when you have a dry wetsuit. So this is cool. You can check it out. It's all over. It's actually at Hansen Surfboards. Go into Hansen Surfboards if you're around. Check out Surf Dry, and I'll tell you, I'm in. You know, I have the luxury of having multiple wetsuits, but one of them's always wet. So they're all always going to be dry now. Thank you so much to the Surf Dry wetsuit dryer. And you can also use these for snowboard boots, sneakers, whatever you got. Golf shoes, if you want to do that stupid activity. You can put these in your golf shoes because I believe there's like dew on the golf course and they get wet. No, I don't think golf is stupid. Just because I'm not good at it and I don't want to waste my time doing it doesn't mean you shouldn't. So I take that back. Golf is not stupid. I don't do it. I don't care about it. Let's get into some questions. Questions are currently being answered on behest of VEIA Supplies. And I think we've got a couple good ones, so let's get right into those. Okay. Biener Schnitzel wants to know, do you guys have a discount code for Bubs or a link for a kickback ready to take the plunge? I don't remember, to be honest. Just go to the Bubs website. Try MASS 20. I don't know. But all I do know is your bones, your hair, your skin, your joints, your teeth, your nails, it's worth it. Full price is worth it. And look, we get credit from Bubs because we're all homies. So they know that we're spreading the word. And I appreciate you taking our word for it, taking the plunge, getting on the Bubs program. Your life will only get better. Look at these joints. Look at, I'm waving my arms around and my joints are working perfect. I surfed for an hour and a half yesterday. Hour 15, okay. Adam Edzart says, how does the pizza in Italy compare to the pizza in the USA? Well, I'm not there now. Todd's there now. He's been dropping some pizza pics. But, I mean, I got to say, we do have the Odie's Pizza sponsorship, and that pizza is bomb. It's different than the pizza in Italy. And I would say, you know, if you're in Italy, obviously that's going to be the best pizza in the world because of the surroundings. But if you're in America, we got plenty of options too. So I'm going to say, oh God, don't. For me right now, American pizza is better because I'm not in Italy. But I'm sure for Todd, Italian pizza is better. But again, Odie's Pizza is a sponsor of this podcast, so thank you, Odie's. What else we got here? Brad Tubes says, Chris and Todd, any Super Bowl predictions? Well, Todd doesn't know shit about football. That's for sure. He wouldn't even know what a Super Bowl is. My prediction, however, Seattle Seahawks are going to take it by at least 3. Do I sound like I know what I'm talking about? Seattle Seahawks are going to take it by at least 3 points. And if anybody wants to make some bets with me on the side, DM me. DM me. But you better pay your bets. Chris Kavanaugh says, Chris, have you heard of the bands Alex Sucks, The Terrys, or Bass Drum of Death? I'm interested to hear if you have. Recently added this to my writing mix. Well, I haven't heard of the Terrys. I have heard Alex Sucks. And Bass Drum of Death, long time ago, long-time fan. I actually put Bass Drum of Death, a Bass Drum of Death song in an early Transworld Surf video. So I'm all about it. Yeah, they're sick, and they still sound as good as ever. What else we got? TJ just sent a message in. This is my guy from Vesyl. Says, I'm waiting on an update from the glass shop on the Vesylian Prime. That's right, folks. I may have one of the first Vesylian Prime surfboards in all of Southern California. Because it's not out yet. But when I get it, you'll know it. And I will say shout out to Team Vesyl. I think there's like 8 Vesyl team riders currently competing at the Pipe Challenger. And I watched Taro Watanabe 2 days ago on day 3. Just doing Taro-esque surfing, which is the best type of surfing. So I think a Vesyl rider is going to win that comp. There you go. It's my prediction. What's this? Oh, we had somebody, we were talking about Ryan Wedding's medals and thinking that they may be Olympic medals, but they're not. Apparently, and I cut this person's name off, and I apologize for not giving you credit, but Ryan Wedding's medals that were seized in the Mexican drug raid were Canadian snowboarding medals from the late 90s, early 2000s. So, not that big of a deal, I guess. And no, I'm not discounting Canadian medals by any means. It's just those are not Olympic medals. So, while we're mentioning medals, let's go to our friend Todd Richards and talk about the what's going on in Italy. So we got Robot Todd over here. Robot Todd, are you ready? This is a message. Look how high tech we are. This is a message from Robot Todd.
Buongiorno, Chris. I am in Livigno, and it is a really cool place to have a competition.
Oh.
I mean, Olympics notwithstanding, this is just the ultimate venue to have any kind of snowboard competition.
Oh, really?
The venue of the big air, the slope style, and the half pipe, and the snowboard cross is all kind of just right across the street from town. So it's walking distance. You can just walk over there to the venues and see everything. And then you can cruise back into town and, you know, get pizza, or the après scene here is insane. There's 2 mountains on either side of the little village, and it's great. We went and rode today, up there and cruised around just to kind of get a lay of the land, and the scenery is unbelievable. Beautiful sunny skies all day. It was pretty awesome. And, you know, tonight, as I am telling you this, we've got big air practice that's about to go down. This is the first time the men and the women will be hitting the jump, which the jump, by the way, it's nuts.
I was just going to ask you about the jump.
scaffolding in-run into this huge pile of snow.
What?
Like, and the amount of snow that needed to be pushed up to create the landing for this big air jump, it's really something to behold.
Todd knows giant piles
it's
too.
Wild what they put into it. So we're gonna go watch that tonight. It's doesn't really kick off until Thursday night is men's qualifying for
Today,
big air.
Tuesday.
And then Friday is opening ceremony, so there's no competition, and then Saturday is big air finals for men. So it really kind of kicks off for me on Thursday as far as snowboard competition goes. But one of the really cool things about being here is there's all. It's kind of hard to describe. It's basically as if the mountain comes all the way down to the village, right? Like, so you can just kind of like snowboard down anywhere and just end up in the village. But there's this little, kind of like almost like a Woodward Park City setup here. It's smaller than Woodward Park City, but it's like there's a couple jumps and a whole bunch of rails, and it's kind of the only thing that the riders can go and just, basically stay loose and snowboard. So
I like that.
All the teams are over there all day long, basically spinning laps on this little pommel lift, and it's really unique here as far as Olympics goes, because in the Olympics that I've done in the past, like, you don't really get a chance to, get on the chairlift with the people from the different teams and just kind of talk and, ask them questions and kind of get the vibe. But this, like, you're just spinning laps with people as if you were just riding at, like, Woodward Park City.
That's
and
right.
It's so unique because you're in it with them, and they just want to ride. Snowboarders want to go snowboarding.
They want to just ride, man.
Up in your Olympic Village hotel the whole time. You want to go and ride.
Yeah,
and it's
I agree.
fun because this is just a public little freestyle zone, and we are all spinning laps in this little park. And it's
just
awesome.
like we're both recording podcasts alone.
I think it's going to be.
He's not listening to me.
Probably. In terms of athlete experiences at Olympics, this one is, to me, it seems like this is going to be the best damn Olympics to be a snowboarder.
All right.
Ever.
You heard it.
Because everything is so tight. This village that we're in, the only events that are really up here are the free ski events and the snowboard events. I think there's moguls and aerials too, but for the most part, it's all the free ski and snowboard athletes.
Cool.
And that's it. Like, so you're
not
really getting, people that are here for, like, ice skating and all these other sporting events.
Although I would like to hang with ice skaters.
Like an X Games-y vibe, which in this little village just kind of makes things that much more intimate and that much cooler.
Intimate.
It feels special. It feels special.
Special and intimate.
So I'm going to go watch Big Air practice.
Okay.
We've got some news came in the other day. Chloe Kim is good. She's landing all of her tricks.
Yes.
She's
That's
not
great
out
news.
by any means. So that was kind of the big news. The big hubbub was like, how is Chloe Kim doing? And so Chloe Kim she's good.
Good.
She's good.
You're good.
So for you Chloe Kim fans out there, for the women's half-pipe
That's
competition that'll be happening.
How are Chloe
next
Kim's
week,
toenails is what I want to know.
Go.
How are her toenails?
So,
Todd.
Yeah, it's
Todd.
going to be a really fun week.
Todd.
Week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however
Month.
long I'm here for. I don't even know how long I've been here for now.
I
got my board bag yesterday, which was nice because
No.
when I arrived here and I checked my air tags, it said that it was still in New York at JFK.
Oh, jeez.
But it finally got here.
Hard life.
So, yeah, I've got all my creature comforts. My hotel room is sick.
Yeah, we saw your tour.
It's really rad.
Check out a tour of Todd's hotel on his Instagram.
I mean, it's Italy. And Livigno is just this special little town that, anyone that we talk to that's from here is like, this place is really rad. And if it dumps while we're here, if we get some snow while we are here, the mountains in Livigno, it's unbelievable.
Jeez, how long did he talk for?
We're just kind of riding groomers. It's kind of like shallow, punchy powder up here right now, so you don't really want to go off-piste very much.
Off-piste?
But if we get
what is that?
8 or 9 inches of snow, it's going to be bonkers. So
I hope you do.
Yeah, hoping for some snow. We're going to have some great competitions. I've had 3 pizzas so far. I've been here for
pizza report.
2 days. So that's 3 pizzas in 2 days. Yeah. we're gonna have a weigh-in at the end of this and see who weighs the most, because we're just
Of course you would.
Just so much cheese.
So much cheese.
A lot of coffee too. All right, Chris, I hope everything is great back there. I heard the waves are really good.
The waves are good.
But yeah, we'll be checking in with some more Olympic updates.
Thanks, Robot Todd. And we'll put Robot Todd's face back on there. That was Robot Todd checking in. I don't know any other podcasts that have boots on the ground in Livorno, Italy for the Olympic Games. That's a Monday M.A.S.S exclusive. So that was your snow news. And that was I forget who I said that was brought to you by Mammoth Mountain. I'll give you the Mammoth Mountain report. So, like I said, so far, not good this winter. Unless, of course, you're at Mammoth. Here's your conditions report from Mammoth. Sunny skies, calm winds, temps in the 40s. Firm snow early gives way to more forgiving turns as the sun works through the day. 24 lifts are scheduled to operate today. Downhill folks have this is your safety protocol. Downhill folks have the lead. People ahead are downhill. You have the right of way. So avoid them. Road conditions. Roads are mostly clear. A couple slick spots do exist, so drive with caution. And that's your Mammoth Mountain report. So basically you're looking at bluebird skies, fun snow. It's the time to go to Mammoth, because I don't think anywhere else is happening right now, to be honest. So go to Mammoth. Surf News is brought to you by Sunbum. Lexus Pipe Challenger, presented by Billabong, happening right now. Day one was for the girls. They ripped. The waves were, off and on, kind of junky, a couple feet overhead, but some seriously good surfing. And all the biggest stars, or I should say, most of the biggest stars are there. Locals and visiting Challenger Series and Championship Tour surfers. Day two was huge, wild, sketchy. Day three was absolutely perfect. Some of the best backdoor waves we've seen in competition in the last couple years. Definitely this season of competition. For the standouts, these are some of the names you might be expecting, others not expecting. But this is a rad list of surfers. Callie Voss put on an incredible show. Backside, I think both of his scores were on his backhand, which is cool. Obviously, we know how good Callie is at Chopo, Pipeline, big left barrels, but it shows us that he's the complete package. I would not be surprised. In fact, I'm putting Callie Voss in my top 3 to finish high in this event. Tara Watanabe, as I said earlier, ripping, beautiful style, charging, great barrel rider, not just a great turner, but also a great barrel rider. Hey, what's up, Eddie from Tennessee? Tuning in. How you doing? Mikey McDonough. He was kind of the standout of that hard-charging Australian contingent. A lot of the top names from Australia that are ranked very high on the Challenger Series got knocked out of this contest early, which is going to wreak havoc on the year-end Challenger Series ratings. So there's some scary moments from a lot of the high-ranked surfers, like Matthias Hurdy, I think. He got bumped out. So keep your eyes on the Challenger Series ratings after this event. There's only one more event in Newcastle, so last chance for some of these surfers who lost out. At Pipe, Ian Gentile had probably the most dramatic, one of the sickest rides of the day. Nearly got guillotined by a huge backdoor wave. Pulled it somehow. Lucas Silvera was ripping. Baron Mamiya, of course. Joey Johnston. Bro is like drinking beers and smoking cigs on the beach, and he goes out and gets some of the best barrels of the whole event. So Joey Johnston is for sure your dark horse underground threat. Benji Brand, of course, always, if the waves are barreling, he's going to go out there and rip. Eli Hanneman, he's still in there. I believe he's on the top of the CS rankings right now. We did lose Matthias Hurdy. Sammy Pupo out. So the field is dwindling. Now we're just down to 32 men. And I believe the next call will be on Thursday. So no comp yesterday, no comp today. Thursday, I believe, is the call. So tune in. This is a really fun event to watch. The commentary crew is killing it. And I want to give a shout out to Shion Crawford. So Shion Crawford not only maybe got the wave of the winter just after the comp ended the other day, but put on probably the sickest performance of aerial surfing that we've seen yet. So at the end of the day, on third day of competition, it kind of went to like turns and errors, and Shion was going off. Shion will be in the finals, along with Callie Voss, Baron Mamiya, and Mike McDonough. Why not? Those are my 4 finalists. We'll see how that pans out. So the other news on the WSL front is that John Florence has taken his name out of the hat and put his name into the family situation in a good way. So basically, John had second thoughts about going back on the championship tour. So he pulled back, and his quote was, he wants to explore with his family and learn a new way of living, see new places, find waves, just all 3 of us. He said he just woke up one day and he was excited to do more of that. That's what they've been doing over the past year. And so he's just like, you know what? I don't need a jersey right now. I'm going to go get barreled with my wife and kids and brothers. So hopefully that just means more sick video of John Florence doing these things that he loves. So we'll see if he comes back in 2027. Okay. Skate news. So the LA courthouse has been saved again. Remember, it was saved once before, and it was just about to be torn down, and now it's been saved again thanks to Converse, Alec Beck at the Skate Park Project, City Councilwoman Tracy Park, the West LA Civic Center Plaza. So the stage, the fountain, the benches, saved for now. Skaters saving plazas from being demolished and being used in a constructive, destructive, awesome way. So thanks to the team that saved the courthouse. I've never skated there, but I really want to, and now I have the opportunity to do that again. Riley Hawk is now on Team Addidas. Big move. You know, Riley Hawk was with Lakai forever, and now he's on Addidas, a perfect fit. Addidas has probably the hardest hitting skate team for shoes right now, let's say. Oh, I saw something cool. Nora did art for a couple reel boards. I believe Nicole House and Jimmy Wilkins. Her cool, like, purple monster thing. So that was awesome to see. And like I said, Flame Boy and Wet Willie are back. You saw that right here. So just some skate news for you. And I need to skate more. Oh, skating with Grayson Fletcher in Arizona was super rad. He actually launched over the whole family, and my son and I were included in that, so that was super cool. That photo should be out soon. Grayson Fletcher is so fun to watch in person. It's like, you would have no idea. It's just so rad. So that's skate news, and that's the podcast. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know it's just me and Robot Todd. So we'll see what we do next week. Maybe guest host. Maybe I'll record live from somewhere besides Monday Mass HQ. We'll see. All right. Love you. Bye. How'd that go for you? Not bad for one guy and a robot.